Modern life creates a strange illusion. The more overwhelmed we become, the more we believe the answer is greater effort, more systems, more optimization, more capacity. But complexity rarely collapses from lack of effort. It collapses from lack of limits. Real stability is often created through subtraction. One enforced boundary can reorganize an entire system. Most people misunderstand leverage. They think progress comes from handling more, so commitments accumulate endlessly. Intelligent people struggle with this most. Limits feel restrictive, reduction feels dangerous, so they stretch capacity until focus disappears completely. Every commitment receives partial attention, nothing compounds. Complexity starts feeling safer than clarity. That is the trap. This is where most people freeze. But at Solvers Studio, we go to our toolkit, the Solvers 6. The tool is the leverage shift. The principle is simple. Small constraints create massive momentum when placed at the right friction point. We do not optimize the entire system. We stabilize one destabilizing element. Then the system reorganizes around the new boundary. Momentum comes less from addition than from strategic removal. First, diagram the full system load, not just major tasks, every obligation, every recurring demand, every energy drain. The goal is visibility. Most overload remains hidden because the system is never mapped clearly. Once the full structure appears, the friction becomes obvious. Next, locate the primary friction point. Which commitment consumes the most energy while creating the least value? That element destabilizes everything around it. It often feels necessary, but structurally it is the drain. This is where the leverage point exists. Finally, remove the commitment completely. Not reduce, not manage. Remove. This is the non-negotiable boundary. The goal is not to refill the recovered time immediately. The goal is to restore unused capacity. That empty space creates clarity, energy, momentum. The system stabilizes because the friction source is gone. The leverage shift follows a simple sequence. Map the system load, find the highest friction, lowest value element, remove it fully. Do not reorganize overload. Remove the constraint generating it. This appears clearly in personal time boundaries. Someone knows they need distance from constant digital input, but they hesitate. The fear is missing opportunity, so the system stays permanently open. The leverage shift is simple. No devices between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. One rule changes sleep, focus, recovery, and attention quality. The power is not the time recovered, it is the restored control. Control does not come from managing everything. It comes from identifying the one element distorting everything else. Strategic reduction is structural power. The right boundary restores momentum faster than endless effort ever can. Sometimes the highest leverage action is simply removal.